Hi guys, so I wanted to come on here today and sit down and do a chit chat, get ready, trying new products, stuff that I've recently purchased, and wanted to share my thoughts with you guys, stuff that I have tried a few of these things off camera on my own, but I wanted to share my thoughts with you guys and you could see the application of the products and everything. So if you want to see the new products that I'm going to be using and you want to just hang around and chit chat, stick around. Alright, so I'm going to start off with priming my face with my Flower Beauty primer, and then this is the illuminating primer. Just going to put a couple of drops all over. This is a fairly new product. I've only used it like once or twice, and I don't know what's going on with my face here. We're breaking out, but I'm not gonna make do with that. I mean, I like this primer, but there's really not. I'm going to try to get my hair out of the way here so you guys can see everything. It's not too illuminating. Makes your face look shiny, but I wouldn't say illuminating. So next, I'm going to use my e.l.f. sponge that I just bought that is new. So far I'm loving it. This thing was so tiny and it got so ginormous, and it does actually feel like the Flower Beauty, which is very nice. I'm excited about that. The next new product that I'm going to be using is the BERTS Goodness Glow. I've tried this a couple of times, so I wanted to come on here and show you guys the foundation, how it looks as you're applying it. So I'm just going to take a couple of drops and just smear it all over the place. I've really been liking this foundation. I mean, as you can see, it looks like it's on the light side, but once you start blending it out for some reason, it totally changes, which kind of like, bring it down, guys. Kind of like makes me go, what is in this? Okay, so here is the foundation, and it is glowy, but as you can see, as I've blended it, it is not as light as it looked. However, I do think I'm going to get the next shade up from this one just to see if there is a really big difference. But it is glowy, which I like because it's not too glowy, and I've really been liking this foundation because it just sits so well on the face, and it almost like doesn't absorb into the skin. I've noticed, because when I go to take my makeup off at the end of the night, I could see the foundation actually there. Some foundations that I've used, and I go to wash my face with like the makeup wipes, and there's no foundation on it, and I'm like, well, where the heck did my foundation go? Okay, so the next new product that I'm excited to try with you guys, I have not tried this yet, is the MORPHE concealer in the shade beige. So I'm going to put this all under here. And I just want to put some just on my breakouts. Just a little here. Okay. And then I'm going to blend this in, and I will be right back. Okay, so now that my concealer is on, which For some reason, on the camera, it's picking up like I've got these giant bags. But I really don't. I don't know what's going on here. Next, I'm going to set with the Airspun. I have been loving this Airspun. Now, I don't like that it has this little sifter. And I'm almost afraid to try and pull it out because I'm just getting it everywhere. Here, as I just pour some into my cap. I'm almost afraid to pull that off because I feel like I'm going to lose a lot of powder. So now I'm just going to put this under here. Under my eyeballs. Just to kind of set that concealer right into place. Boop, boop, boop. I have been reaching for this Airspun constantly since I got it. I have just been loving it. And I just want to put a little here, just to kind of decrease my spiral lines. Just a little bit. Just so they're not like too visible. But hey, it just means I smile a lot. Okay, so while I leave this on just for a little bit to set, I am going to do my brows with the IT Cosmetics Universal Brow Powder. I got this in my BoxyCharm, and I've never tried a IT Cosmetics brow product, so I'm super excited to try this. So I'm going to do my brows, and I'll be right back. Okay, so now that my brows are done, I'm not sure how I feel about this. Yeah, my eyebrows are wonky. I'm very sorry. I'm like on the, I'm not going to tweeze them. I'm not going to thread. I'm not going to wax. I want them to grow out. I am just over the whole, you know, tweezing and all that stuff because I just want to have beautiful, thick brows, which I don't think is going to happen. But I don't know how I feel about this. Maybe it'll look better after I do all of my makeup. But I did feel like this, I had to push a little bit more. I don't know if it's because it's new, but when I use other brow products, I don't have to like push the product into my eyes. They kind of just glide on and just go where you want them to go. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. They do look a little dark, which is weird because it's supposed to be universal and it comes out almost like a light brown kind of. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see, guys. So now I'm going to just sweep away all of this Airspun that I have on my face. Now the foundation does feel a little sticky, so I'm just going to take on this brush here and just sweep a little bit of the Airspun. Just a little bit, not too much. Just to take away some of that tackiness that's on my face. Now, with the Airspun, you have to be careful because if you put way too much, it will definitely 100% give you flashback, which I'm sure it might be doing now, but don't use too much. I'm going to bronze. I brought over the new Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer, but I also did get the bronzer, highlighter, blush trio by Pure Cosmetics in my BoxyCharm. So I think we're going to try that just to see what we think. I'm hoping it's not too muddy. And I'm a little nervous because it looks kind of sparkly. So, let's see. Oh, she's dark. Okay, guys, so that's the bronzer. It's a little dark. It's this shade right here. Let me tell you, a little bit goes a long way. I like it. It's just a little bit too dark, and I don't know. It doesn't look muddy. It looks nice, but it's a little too dark. I'm almost afraid to try the blush. I'm going to use my Morphe brush. I'm just going to like lightly tap into, very lightly, into this. Oh, this is a pretty one. This is going to require a lot of blending. So, I don't know. I don't know how I'm feeling about this blush. I don't know. I feel like I could see the flashback, and it's throwing off the way that the actual stuff looks like. When I'm looking in the mirror, it looks totally different. I don't know. Into this highlighter. And just get it all in the hair. The highlighter almost has a light color to it. Don't know. It's kind of glowy. Not as glowy as I would like. So, with that being said, I am going to go over it with the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer in Champagne. Now, these things, look at this color. It's so soft. So when you put your brush in it, be very gentle. Don't be savage, because it'll be all over the place. You could see just by tapping it. There we go. There's some highlight. A little here. A little here. Can you see the highlight? Yes, you can. I gotta just fix this. So that's the highlight. Oh, I'm loving it. I'm just gonna tap it a little with my beauty blender. Just to kind of even it out a little bit. So the next palette that I want to try, I've had this, I have not tried it yet, so this is going to be another first impressions. It is the Cargo Cosmetics Emerald City palette. I know I got all up in your face there. This is the Cargo Emerald City palette. I have not tried it. I bought it and it's just been sitting around. And let's take out the brush. And this is the colors. Let me move this. This is the colors inside of the palette. It has a mirror. So I think I want to do something just light, nothing too crazy. Alright, so I think I'm going to dip into this shade right here, which is Fairy. Now, I didn't prime my lids because I already pretty much primed them with some foundation. So I'm just going to put this color just basically all over my lid. It's a nice light brown shade, but it has a little bit more pigment than I thought, which is pretty nice. Okay, so Now that we have our lids ready, I don't know. I'm gonna take this color right here, and it is called Pike Place. Right here, this one. Fallout. Yuck. I'm going to tuck that right into my crease and bring it just up a little bit, not too much. So I'm looking here and I don't really know what I'd like to do, but I do know that I want to take some of this color right here, coffee, and just put a tiny bit of it, just a tiny bit of it. Let me put this down. Just a tiny bit of it right here in the outer V. I don't even want to like drag it anywhere too much. I just want a light, simple look, but I felt like it needed just a little bit of color. Alright, so now that I have this eye done, I just want to clean up the edges just a little bit here. Now, I don't like on a daily basis to do like full out like glam eyes, because where are we going? Let's be real here. As a mom, maybe you might be going to school, or, you know, even you might be in college, you might be in whatever, but you don't want to do crazy, all full out glam just like to go shopping. Come on now. So I always like to keep my looks very clean, very simple, light, unless I'm really going somewhere. Then we'll get like drastic and dramatic, but sometimes I do like color. Not always. It's just, I don't know. So now I think I'm going to take this shade here, Lake Unicorn. Oh, Lake Unicorn. I must have unicorns on my mind. Lake Union. Just a little bit. A lot of fallout. And I'm just going to put it here and see if we need to wet it. We are probably going to have to wet that. Yeah. So I'm going to do my other eye and then come back and we'll wet it and see what happens. Okay, so, I mean, I like it. It's a little bit on the light side, so I'm just going to spray this brush really quick. Just a little bit. And let's wet this and see what happens. Oh, there she goes. But there now is a ton of chunky fallout. It's much better. Just a very light, simple look. I like it better just with a little bit of it being wet, just because before it just looked all like one color thrown on. I need a haircut so bad. Look like one color all thrown on. So now I'm going to take my tiny little brush and I'm going to dip back into the shade Coffee just to put underneath my eyes. I'm now going to take my Rimmel Exaggerate and do my tight line and my waterline, and I'll be right back. I did my tight line and my waterline with my Rimmel liner. I forgot to do my brow bone. So I'm going to take this color right here, Northwest, just a little bit, not too much. Just put it, tuck it, tuck it, tuck it, tuck it, tuck it, tuck it. Just tuck it right in there under the brow bone. I just want to drag what's left of the color on my brush right into my inner corners. And then we have lashes. I'm going to use my Tarte mascara, and I'll be right back. Okay, so lashes are done, and I got this in my BoxyCharm as well. I haven't used it yet. This is the Galactic Matte Lip Paint in the shade Posh, and that's what the applicator looks like. Oh look, I was looking for this because I wanted to put my hair up at the beginning of the video. Interesting. This formula is so soft. Oh. Oh, I really like this lipstick. It's very soft, very creamy. Let me move this mirror out of the way. Very soft, very, very creamy. Really, really liking it. So, all in all, today, I've tried a bunch of new products, and the lipstick, must have, definitely already am in love with it. The Flower Beauty primer, I've used it a couple of times before. It's okay. There's nothing illuminating about it. So that really wasn't like a new product. The Pure Cosmetics blush. Let's open her. The blush, the bronzer, and the highlighter. The bronzer was a little dark, so I had to sit, which you guys didn't see. Once I applied it and seen that it was too dark, I had to sit and really work at it and blend it all out, and it still kind of took me a few minutes to get it all situated. The blush was okay. It was, again, a little too dark. Had to work that out. The highlighter was just okay. I went ahead and put the Physicians Formula highlighter over it. And before I forget, guys, because I'm sitting here, I'm just going to spray my face with my Morphe setting spray. I have been loving this setting spray. You spray it and your makeup's not going anywhere. And I really do think that that's the reason why at night when I take my foundation off lately, that it's still sitting on my skin. It hasn't soaked in or anything. I really do like the Morphe spray. I feel like it does keep everything where it needs to be in place and everything. What else did we try? The sponge. The sponge. This e.l.f. sponge, I like it. It is pretty close in comparison to the Flower Beauty one. It starts out as a tiny, tiny little sponge and gets super, super mega big. The Airspun, I've been loving the Airspun. It does give you some flashback, but I've really been reaching for it. Look at this. I got mascara and I thought I got it all off. So, the foundation, I've been liking. I've been using it for about a week now. That's why I wanted to sit and use it with you guys to show you. You know, it is good. I really do like it. The Grwm Beauty palette, the Emerald City eyeshadow, I like it. The colors are easy to work with. I just wish that it had a little bit more pigment to it. I wish that with certain colors I didn't have to work so hard to get the pigment. So I don't know if I'm going to reach for this palette, honestly, a whole lot, just knowing that I have to work at getting pigments. So it's definitely not going to be like a go-to palette, but I do like it. I really do like it. So all in all, oh, and the Morphe concealer. Let me look. I'm liking it. I really, really am liking it. It hasn't creased yet. I still look like I have bags. I don't know why. But I'm liking it. Alright guys, so thank you for joining me today. And if you liked this video, give it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, subscribe to my channel. And until next time, bye guys.